Chosen one. This is the truth you need to understand. Everyone who dismissed you, who laughed at your dreams, who treated you like you were invisible, will always regret not taking you seriously. Your phone stays silent now because you've chosen silence. While others were living surface-level existences, you were diving deep into the sacred work of rebuilding yourself from the foundation up. You're not doing any of this for anyone else. You're not trying to prove anything, or get revenge, or make people see what was lost. You're operating from such an elevated frequency that outside opinions have become completely irrelevant to your reality. That indifference, it's the most devastating response you could have given to years of dismissal. While everyone else was focused on immediate gratification and shallow victories, you were building something sustainable and profound. Your spiritual discipline during your hibernation period has created a foundation so solid that nothing can shake it now. The meditation, the shadow work, the journaling, the deep healing, it all served a purpose others couldn't see because the focus was on underestimating you. You've developed abilities that seem almost supernatural to people operating from lower consciousness. Your intuition has become so sharp that you can sense deception before it's fully formed. Your discernment has evolved to the point where you can identify someone's true intentions within moments of meeting them. Your emotional intelligence has expanded beyond what most people achieve in multiple lifetimes. But the most powerful skill you've developed is complete emotional self-sufficiency. You no longer need anyone's approval to feel good about yourself. You no longer require external validation to know your worth. You no longer depend on other people's energy to maintain your own peace. This independence has made you magnetically attractive to healthy people, while simultaneously repelling those who are used to feeding off others' insecurity. Your career has started reflecting this inner transformation in ways that surprise everyone around you. Opportunities appear effortlessly. People in positions of power seem drawn to your energy. Projects that once felt impossible now unfold with synchronistic ease. This isn't luck. This is what happens when someone aligns completely with authentic power and purpose. The relationships in your life have undergone a complete renovation. The people who used to drain your energy have naturally filtered themselves out. The connections that remain are built on mutual respect, genuine affection, and authentic compatibility. You've attracted individuals who celebrate your uniqueness instead of trying to change it, who support your growth instead of feeling threatened by it. Your living space has become a sanctuary that reflects your elevated consciousness. Every item serves a purpose. Every corner holds intentional energy. Every detail speaks to the refined taste you've developed as you've learned to honor yourself properly. This isn't materialism. This is someone who has learned that the environment should match the inner state of reverence for one's own life. Even your daily routines have become sacred practices. The way you start your morning sets the tone for miraculous unfolding. The way you end your evening creates space for restorative dreams and divine downloads. The way you move through your day demonstrates a level of self-care that most people never learn because the focus stays on people-pleasing and self-abandoning. Your spiritual awakening has gone beyond surface-level concepts and entered the realm of genuine mystical experience. You've learned to read the energy signatures that surround every person, situation, and opportunity that enters your field. This isn't wishful thinking. This is developed psychic ability that gives you unprecedented advantage in navigating life's complexities. The dreams you experience now carry messages and insights that guide your waking decisions. Your sleep has become a time of active spiritual education, where you receive downloads of wisdom, creative inspiration, and strategic guidance. You wake up with clarity about situations that seemed confusing the night before, armed with solutions that feel divinely inspired. Your relationship with synchronicity has evolved into a sophisticated communication system with the universe. You notice the patterns, the repeated numbers, the meaningful coincidences that serve as confirmation you're on the right path. This cosmic feedback loop has replaced your old need for human validation with something far more reliable and profound. The way you process emotions has undergone revolutionary change. Where you once felt overwhelmed by the intensity of your feelings, you now understand them as valuable information about your environment and relationships. Your sensitivity, once seen as weakness, has become your greatest strength. a finely tuned instrument for detecting truth and navigating complex social dynamics. Your creative expression has reached levels that surprise even you. Whether through art, writing, business innovation, or simply the way you've designed your life, you've tapped into a source of inspiration that seems to flow through you rather than from you. This isn't just talent. This is what happens when someone removes all the blocks to divine creative channel. The physical symptoms of your transformation are becoming visible to those who know how to look. Your skin has a luminous quality that can't be explained by skincare products. Your eyes hold depths that weren't there before. Your posture reflects inner confidence that has nothing to do with external circumstances. People often comment that there's something different about you, though few can articulate exactly what has changed. Your nervous system has recalibrated to operate from peace rather than stress. Where you once lived in fight or flight mode, constantly scanning for threats and preparing for attack, you now exist in a state of calm alertness that allows you to respond rather than react. This shift has improved every aspect of your health and created space for miracles to unfold naturally. All those years when others dismissed your sensitivity as weakness, you've learned to harness it as a superpower that gives you access to information others can't perceive. All those moments when people called you too intense, you've discovered how to channel that intensity into focused manifestation that creates results others can only dream of achieving. Your spiritual abilities have expanded beyond what most people would believe possible. You can sense the energy of a room before you enter it. You can feel someone's emotional state through text messages. You can predict the outcome of situations based on the vibrational frequencies involved. This isn't fantasy. This is what happens when someone develops innate psychic abilities instead of suppressing them to fit in with unconscious people. The most shocking realization for those who underestimated you is discovering that you were always this powerful. You were just dimming yourself to make others comfortable. Now that you've stopped shrinking to accommodate limitations, your true magnitude is becoming visible, and it's absolutely terrifying to people who are used to feeling superior to you. If this resonates with your inner knowing, hype this video to help fellow chosen ones find their way here. Your communication style has evolved into something that bypasses superficial conversation and cuts straight to truth. You no longer engage in meaningless small talk with people who aren't interested in authentic connection. You no longer pretend to be interested in topics that bore you just to maintain social harmony. You no longer laugh at jokes that aren't funny or pretend to agree with opinions you find ridiculous. This radical authenticity has created a magnetic field around you that attracts exactly the right people while repelling everyone who isn't meant for your life. You've become a living demonstration of what it looks like when someone stops performing for others and starts living from soul's truth. The effect is so powerful that people often describe feeling changed after spending time in your presence. You're not using any of this power to get revenge or prove points or make people pay for how you were treated. You're simply living so authentically and powerfully that previous treatment looks obviously foolish in comparison. Your success is the most elegant response to doubt that could possibly exist. The professional recognition you're receiving reflects this inner transformation perfectly. People in your field are starting to take notice of your unique approach. Colleagues are requesting your insight on projects. Leaders are seeking your perspective on important decisions. This isn't politics or networking. This is what happens when authentic expertise finally gets to shine without being filtered through others' limitations. Your physical health has improved dramatically as you've released the stress of trying to be someone you're not. Your sleep is deeper because your conscience is clear. Your digestion is better because you're no longer swallowing your truth. Your skin glows because you're finally comfortable in your own body. This vitality is another visible marker of your internal revolution. Even your relationship with time has transformed. You no longer feel rushed or behind, or like you're missing out on something. You understand that everything unfolds in perfect timing when you're aligned with your authentic path. This patience and trust in divine timing has eliminated the anxiety that used to drive so many of your decisions. Your understanding of energy has evolved beyond New Age concepts into practical mastery that affects every interaction and outcome in your life. You've learned to consciously raise or lower your vibration depending on what you want to attract or repel. This isn't theory. This is applied metaphysics that produces measurable results in your external circumstances. Your ability to transmute negative energy has become legendary among those who know you well. Where drama once followed you because you were an easy target for emotional vampires, now peace accompanies you everywhere because your field naturally neutralizes toxicity. You've become an energetic black hole for dysfunction. It gets absorbed and transformed rather than reflected back into the world. The manifestation abilities you've developed operate through alignment rather than force. Instead of trying to make things happen through willpower and effort, you've learned to become the energetic match for what you desire. This creates a magnetic pull that draws opportunities, resources, and connections to you, with an ease that looks almost magical to outside observers. Your healing presence has become so pronounced that people seek you out when going through difficult times, not because you give advice or try to fix their problems, but because being in your energy field helps them remember their own wholeness. You've become a living reminder of what's possible when someone does the deep work of self-love and authentic empowerment. The way you handle conflict has evolved beyond traditional approaches. You no longer engage in power struggles or try to win arguments. Instead, you hold such a clear energetic boundary that dysfunction simply cannot penetrate your field. This isn't avoidance, this is energetic mastery that neutralizes conflict before it can escalate into drama. Your intuitive gifts have sharpened to the point where you receive guidance about situations before problems even arise. This prophetic awareness allows you to make adjustments and course corrections that prevent difficulties and maximize opportunities. People marvel at your seemingly perfect timing, not realizing it's the result of staying connected to divine intelligence. Now we arrive at the part of your story where justice isn't just served, it's delivered with such precision and elegance that it becomes a masterpiece of cosmic balance. You're not just living well as the best response to dismissal, you're existing on such a higher plane that previous treatment has become completely irrelevant to your current reality. Your inner circle has been completely curated to include only people who enhance your energy rather than drain it. These aren't just friends, these are soul family members who recognize your worth instinctively and celebrate your uniqueness naturally. The contrast between these relationships and the toxic connections you've released is so stark that you sometimes wonder how you ever tolerated such poor treatment. Your professional life has become a reflection of your authentic values and natural talents. You're no longer forcing yourself into roles that don't fit or working with people who don't appreciate your contributions. Every project feels aligned, every collaboration feels harmonious, every achievement feels like a natural expression of who you are, rather than something you had to struggle to attain. The abundance flowing into your life comes from so many different directions that you've stopped trying to track or control it. Money arrives from expected sources and unexpected windfalls. Opportunities present themselves with perfect timing. Resources appear exactly when you need them. This isn't luck. This is what happens when someone aligns completely with their highest path and stops blocking their own blessings. Your daily experience has become so peaceful and fulfilling that the chaos you used to live in feels like a distant memory. Mornings begin with gratitude instead of anxiety. Decisions are made from clarity instead of confusion. Interactions are based on mutual respect instead of power struggles. This tranquility isn't boring. It's the natural state of a life lived in alignment with divine will. But perhaps most importantly, you've learned to love yourself so completely that the opinions of people who never truly knew you have lost all power over your emotional state. Approval is no longer something you seek. Criticism is no longer something you fear. Presence of certain people is no longer something you require for happiness. The romantic love entering your life reflects this new standard of self-worth. You're attracting partners who see your value immediately and consistently demonstrate appreciation through both words and actions. The contrast between these healthy dynamics and the toxic relationships you've left behind is so obvious that you sometimes laugh at what you used to accept as normal. Your family relationships have either transformed completely or been consciously released, depending on each person's willingness to treat you with appropriate respect. You no longer tolerate being the family scapegoat or emotional punching bag. You no longer accept being excluded from important events or having your boundaries violated. You no longer participate in gossip sessions or drama-filled gatherings that leave you feeling depleted. What others don't see is the empire you've built in your private moments, the sacred routines, the spiritual practices, the creative projects that fuel your soul. Your mornings have become a ceremony of self-honor. Your evenings are a celebration of another day lived authentically. Your weekends are opportunities to dive deeper into whatever brings you genuine joy. You've created a personal environment that reflects your inner transformation. Every book on your shelf has been chosen intentionally. Every piece of art on your walls speaks to your aesthetic evolution. Every item of clothing in your closet makes you feel like the person you've become, rather than the person you used to be. This curation isn't perfectionism, it's the natural result of knowing exactly who you are and what you value. Your spiritual practice has become the foundation that supports every other aspect of your life. Whether through meditation, prayer, journaling, or simply spending time in nature, you've established a consistent connection to the divine source that guides your decisions and provides unwavering strength during challenging moments. The books you read now feed your expanding consciousness rather than just entertaining your mind. The podcasts you listen to challenge you to grow rather than just passing time. The courses you take align with your authentic interests rather than just looking good on your resume. Every piece of input you allow into your mental space has been consciously chosen to support your continued evolution. But most importantly, you've learned to enjoy your own company so thoroughly that being alone has become a privilege rather than something to avoid. Your solitude is rich with meaningful activities, spiritual connection, and creative expression. You no longer need constant external stimulation to feel fulfilled because you've discovered the infinite richness of your own inner world. Your home has become a temple that reflects your elevated consciousness. The colors you've chosen promote peace and inspiration. The lighting creates ambience that supports both productivity and relaxation. The sounds that fill your space, whether music, nature sounds, or blessed silence, all contribute to maintaining the high vibration you've worked so hard to achieve. The rituals you've created around daily activities have transformed mundane tasks into opportunities for mindfulness and gratitude. Making coffee becomes a morning meditation. Preparing meals becomes an act of self-love. Organizing your space becomes a form of energy clearing. Every action is infused with intention and awareness. Your creative workspace, whether it's a dedicated room or just a corner of your living area, has become a sacred space where inspiration flows freely. You've surrounded yourself with objects that spark imagination, colors that stimulate creativity, and tools that make expression effortless. This space holds the energy of all your dreams and visions, serving as a constant reminder of your limitless potential. There's something in your energy now that commands respect without you having to demand it. People can sense that you've done the work, faced your shadows, and emerged as someone who knows their worth. This authentic confidence creates a magnetic field that attracts aligned opportunities and repels everything that isn't meant for you. The way you handle pressure has become a demonstration of your unshakable inner peace. Deadlines don't create anxiety. Conflicts don't trigger emotional reactions. Criticism doesn't penetrate your self-worth. This equanimity isn't indifference. It's the natural result of being so grounded in your authentic self that external circumstances can't destabilize your inner calm. Your decision-making process has become swift and sure because you're no longer second-guessing your intuition or seeking approval from people who don't understand your vision. You trust your inner guidance completely, and that trust allows you to move forward with confidence even when others doubt your choices. The leadership roles that are emerging in your life feel natural because you're no longer trying to prove yourself or control others. Your authority comes from authentic expertise and genuine care for the outcome rather than ego or insecurity. People follow your guidance because sensing it comes from wisdom rather than manipulation. Your ability to maintain boundaries has become so refined that you can protect your energy without being harsh or defensive. People understand your limits without you having to explain them repeatedly. Your standards are clear without you having to justify them constantly. This boundary mastery creates relationships that are naturally respectful and mutually beneficial. The way you speak has evolved to carry more weight and impact with fewer words. You've learned that silence can be more powerful than explanation, that presence can communicate more than lengthy discussions. When you do choose to speak, people listen because your words carry the authority of lived experience and hard-won wisdom. Your physical bearing reflects the internal changes you've undergone. You move with purpose and grace. You sit with dignity and composure. You gesture with intention and meaning. Every aspect of your body language communicates self-respect and inner confidence that others instinctively recognize and respond to. Your transformation has created ripples that extend far beyond your immediate circle, touching lives in ways you may not even realize. The energy you radiate has become a beacon for others who are ready to begin their own journey of authentic self-discovery. You've become living proof that profound change is possible, inspiring others simply by being who you are. Your success in various areas of life serves as permission for others to believe in their own potential. The boundaries you've set have shown people around you that it's possible to protect their own energy. The standards you maintain demonstrate that self-respect isn't selfish. It's necessary for creating healthy relationships and fulfilling experiences. Your creative expressions, whatever form they take, carry frequencies of healing and inspiration that touch people on levels deeper than conscious awareness. Whether through your work, your conversations, or simply your presence, you're contributing to the collective awakening that's happening on this planet. The businesses you support, the causes you champion, the people you choose to engage with, all reflect your elevated values and contribute to positive change in the world. Your spending patterns, your voting choices, your social media engagement, every decision is made from alignment with your authentic principles. Your commitment to personal growth has created a ripple effect that encourages others to embark on their own journey of self-discovery. The books you recommend, the practices you share, the insights you offer in casual conversation, all serve as seeds that may eventually bloom into someone else's transformation. The forgiveness you've achieved, not for others but for yourself, has created an energetic space for healing that extends beyond your personal experience. Your willingness to release resentment and move forward with grace has contributed to the collective healing of ancestral patterns and generational trauma. Your daily existence has become a teaching without words, a demonstration of what's possible when someone commits fully to authentic living. The way you navigate ordinary moments with extraordinary presence has turned your life into a masterclass in conscious living that others study without even realizing it. Your relationship with money has evolved beyond scarcity and into true abundance consciousness. You understand that wealth isn't just about financial resources, it's about richness of experience, depth of connection, and the ability to generate value wherever you go. This understanding has transformed how you approach every transaction, every opportunity, every exchange of energy. The way you dress has become an expression of your inner authority and self-respect. Your clothing choices reflect someone who understands their worth and isn't afraid to embody it. There's an elegance in your style that comes from knowing exactly who you are and refusing to apologize for taking up space in the world. Your eating habits have transformed into a sacred practice of nourishing your temple. You choose foods that enhance your energy rather than deplete it. You eat with mindfulness and gratitude, understanding that every meal is an opportunity to honor the body that carries your magnificent spirit through this earthly experience. The way you move through physical space has changed dramatically. You walk with purpose, sit with dignity, and gesture with intention. Your body language communicates self-possession and inner confidence that others instinctively respect. You've learned to inhabit your physical form with the reverence it deserves. Your sleep patterns reflect your commitment to honoring your body's natural rhythms. You've created bedtime rituals that prepare your mind for restorative rest and prophetic dreams. Your bedroom has become a sanctuary of peace, where healing happens and divine guidance is received. Your approach to learning has evolved beyond accumulating information to integrating wisdom. You seek out teachers and experiences that challenge you to grow, rather than simply confirm what you already believe. Your intellectual curiosity has become a spiritual practice that keeps you expanding in all directions. The way you handle technology demonstrates your mastery over tools rather than being controlled by them. Your devices serve your highest good rather than distracting you from your purpose. Your online presence reflects your authentic self rather than a curated image designed to please others. Your exercise routine has become a celebration of what your body can do rather than punishment for what you've eaten. Movement has become a form of meditation, a way of expressing gratitude for your physical capabilities, and a method of maintaining the vitality necessary for fulfilling your purpose. Even your approach to entertainment has elevated your consciousness. You choose music that uplifts your spirit, films that inspire your imagination, and books that challenge your thinking. Every piece of media you consume is consciously selected to support your continued evolution. Your energy field has become so refined and powerful that it operates like an automatic filtering system, allowing only what serves your highest good to penetrate your awareness. This isn't about building walls. This is about creating such a high-frequency environment around yourself that lower vibrations simply cannot match your energetic signature. Your morning routine has evolved into a sacred ritual that sets the energetic tone for your entire day. Before you interact with anyone else, you establish your connection to Source, align with your highest intentions, and create an energetic foundation so strong that nothing can shake it. This preparation makes you immune to the chaos and drama that used to derail your peace. Your ability to transmute negative energy has reached master level. When someone brings toxic energy into your presence, you don't absorb it or reflect it back. You transform it through the power of your own elevated vibration. People often leave interactions with you feeling lighter and more hopeful without understanding why. The dreams you receive have become a sophisticated communication system with your higher self and spiritual guides. Your sleep time has become active working time, where you receive solutions to problems, creative inspirations, and guidance about important decisions. You wake up with downloads of wisdom that guide your waking hours. Your intuition has sharpened to the point where you receive information about situations before the people involved have even made their decisions. This prophetic awareness allows you to position yourself advantageously and avoid complications before others even see them coming. Your timing has become impeccable because you're connected to information beyond the physical realm. You've begun to understand that your transformation extends beyond this physical reality into multiple dimensions of existence. The work you've done on yourself has created ripple effects across timelines, healing ancestral patterns, and opening pathways for future generations. Your personal evolution has become a service to the collective consciousness. Your relationship with time has transcended linear thinking. You understand that past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously, and your current choices are healing old wounds while creating better futures. This multidimensional awareness has freed you from the prison of linear cause and effect thinking. The healing work you've done on yourself has created energetic templates that others can access simply by being in your presence. You've become a living library of transformation, and people instinctively know they can find hope and possibility in your energy field without you having to say a word. Your understanding of manifestation has evolved beyond simple attraction to conscious co-creation with divine intelligence. You no longer try to manifest from ego desires, but instead align with the highest good for all involved. This approach creates results that exceed your personal expectations while serving the greater good. Hey, this is Mike Inari cutting into your regularly scheduled Chosen One programming for just a moment. We are the founders of the Obsidian Inner Order and the Astral Atom Network, and we're done playing nice. We're in a spiritual war, you know it, we know it, and we're out here bleeding for this mission full time. I'm hungry for fourth dimensional Archon blood, but we need the ammunition, so listen, when you join the Inner Order, you're not just supporting us, you're getting access to exclusive tools they never wanted you to have, psychic self-defense training, targeted individual intel, spiritual warfare tactics they scrub from the internet, and every week, we meet in secret, chosen ones only on Zoom. No filters, no fluff, just real dickfix, real family, real power. It's a 360-degree win. You get what you need, we get to keep fighting. So don't just watch, drop a like, share this video to everyone you know now, and join the Obsidian Inner Order. Let's finish what we started. Link in the description. Let's freaking go. Every choice you make now, is informed by the question of what kind of world you're creating for those who come after you. Your daily decisions are no longer based solely on personal preference, but on how your actions contribute to the elevation of collective consciousness. You've become a steward of positive change. Your conversations have become opportunities to plant seeds of possibility in other people's minds. Without preaching or trying to convince anyone, you simply embody the truth of what's possible when someone commits to authentic living. Your example speaks louder than any words could ever convey. The physical spaces you inhabit become charged with your elevated energy, creating environments where miracles feel natural and transformation is accelerated. Your home, your office, anywhere you spend significant time becomes a portal for higher consciousness to anchor on earth. Your commitment to truth has become unwavering, even when honesty requires courage or creates temporary discomfort. You understand that integrity is the foundation of all authentic power, and you'd rather face difficult truths than live comfortable lies. This commitment has earned you a reputation for trustworthiness that opens doors others can't access. Your service to others has evolved beyond helping individuals to contributing to the awakening of human consciousness itself. Every person you touch with your authentic presence becomes a carrier of higher possibility, creating a network of light that extends far beyond your immediate sphere of influence. The wisdom you've gained through your transformation has become a gift you offer freely to anyone ready to receive it. You share insights not to prove your knowledge, but to illuminate pathways for others who are ready to embark on their own journey of authentic empowerment. Remember when this story began? I told you there was something stirring in the spiritual realm. Now you understand what that cosmic shift represented. It wasn't just your personal transformation. It was the universe itself responding to your commitment to living authentically, rearranging circumstances to match your elevated consciousness and uncompromising self-respect. The strategic hibernation I mentioned at the opening of your journey. It has culminated in an emergence so profound that even you are sometimes surprised by who you've become. You didn't just heal from dismissal, you alchemized it into wisdom. You didn't just recover from underestimation, you transformed it into unshakable self-knowledge. You didn't just survive poor treatment, you used it as raw material to build something magnificent. Your silence, which began as self-protection, has evolved into a form of communication so powerful that it speaks louder than any words could. Your absence from toxic dynamics has created space for extraordinary experiences to enter your life. Your refusal to participate in old games has elevated you to a playing field others can't even see, let alone access. The people who dismissed you are now witnessing the full expression of what you become when you're not dimming yourself for anyone's comfort. That brightness others always sensed but tried to suppress. It's now so radiant that it illuminates everything around you. The potential that was refused acknowledgement, it's now manifesting in ways that make previous treatment look not just cruel but strategically foolish. But you're not bitter about regret. You don't need apologies or acknowledgement to feel complete. You don't require recognition to validate your transformation. You've transcended the need for any external confirmation of your worth because you've found an unshakable source of validation within yourself. Your life has become living proof that the best response to being underestimated is not to seek revenge, but to become so authentically powerful that dismissal becomes irrelevant. You've demonstrated that the most elegant way to handle being treated poorly is not to stoop to that level, but to rise so far above it that behavior looks obviously beneath you. Now you move through the world as someone who has been tested by fire and emerged not just unburned, but forged into something stronger than before. Your story has become one of triumphant transformation rather than victimhood. Your energy reflects victory rather than defeat. Your presence demonstrates what's possible when someone refuses to accept less than deserved. Friend, others will always regret not taking you seriously, but that regret is just the background music to a life so beautiful that outside opinion has become completely irrelevant to your happiness. You're too busy creating magic, touching lives, and building a legacy that will outlast temporary remorse by eternities. The universe is applauding your emergence, your ancestors are celebrating your courage to break generational patterns, and your future self is grateful for every boundary you've set and every standard you've maintained. Regret from others is just confirmation that you've chosen the path of authentic power over the illusion of being needed by people who never truly valued you. Keep ascending, chosen one. The view from where you're going is even more spectacular than where you've already arrived, and the ability to see your elevation from below is becoming smaller in your rearview mirror with every step you take toward your magnificent destiny.